Right then, so not a Mark 7 Golf, so no, Audi TT. This will be a build series, so I thought what we'll do is get yourself started and explain to you what we're doing with these. I'm sure if you're in the club racing scene, you'd have seen that there's loads of people building these for 2023. Fantastic value package there, you know, a £3,000 base car, £3,000 to £4,000 base car with then I think about £8 worth of parts from SW Motorsport. At the time, Sean at SW was also doing a deal where he fitted the cage, and stripped the car, believe it or not, and obviously the ECU gets remapped as well. You get a massive bundle of control parts, which I'll show you in a second. I've laid them out and we'll go through them. But there isn't honestly any better value a form of club racing, I don't think, at the moment, in a single make series with a relatively modern platform, turbocharged, 250 brake horsepower, 2 litre TFSI engines. You know, I think it's gonna be great. So I'm building one. I'm gonna have a go at racing it. It does clash a little bit annoyingly with Club Enduro in a few places, so but we'll do what we can. So quick run through. I'll just show you the car. This obviously was a completely standard 2 litre TFSI, so it's not the 3.2 V6 or anything like that. Don't buy fucking gimbals off of Amazon, they're shite. Anyway, back where we are. Yeah, so cage gets fitted by Sean, SW, as I say, or his guys. It's all bolt in because these are all aluminium, these TTs, I think, apart from the floor. Most of it seems to be aluminium. It's panel bond and rivets and screws everywhere. So this is how it comes back. They cut the dash for you, they remove all the bits, they sling the cage in, and then they revamp the ECU. I've also done some other bits. What? Where are we? Yeah, other bits I've done before I started filming for YouTube. Oh, for goodness sake. Other bits I've had done before I started filming for YouTube to show you guys what we're doing was clutch and the diff. And also obviously the airbox and the downpipe started to be removed as well. And that is about it. The parts I'm about to show you doesn't include the wheels and tyres because I've just dropped them off down at the tyre place to have the tyres fitted. But apart from that, everything else is there. So I'll show you those now. So here we are. This is in my gym. You can see by me, it gets used a lot. Yeah, everything's boxed up. I'm going to individually unbox stuff as we go along, to be perfectly honest. Everybody says everyone loves an unbox on YouTube. But just to give you a scale of what you get, you know, there's Powerflex push-ins, there's fire extinguisher, there's all sorts of custom little bits that Sean, metalwork wise, that those guys have made. The brackets for the wings, you get a wing, you get a splitter, you know, you get a custom airbox, you get exhaust, there's your splitter, air dam, all these little brackets, this intake pipe, this is the Dorenza intake. Yeah, as I said before, in my opinion, fantastic value. So anyway, enough of me talking nonsense about the parts. Let's get on to fitting some. So we're going to start with the engine stuff. We'll try and get the exhaust and the intake on, and a little time lapse for you. Right then, quick rundown. So we got the obviously the intake with the filter. I believe that Sean actually at SW, again, I keep referring to Sean like everybody knows who he is, but I'm talking about SW Motorsport. Make these, I believe, especially for the Renza and obviously for the TT Cup. We've then got the exhaust, which I've laid out. So downpipe, mid-box, and then obviously the rear delete. This is going to be pretty loud because the only silencer we appear to have is the one in the middle. Let's get cracking. Now I'm super lucky, I do have a ramp and I appreciate that, but there's no reason apart from this exhaust that you can't do all of this at home. Right, exhaust out. As you can see, I've probably made a complete pig's ear of that. flip the camera. Right, exhaust out. I made a complete pig's ear of that, I'll be honest. It was, I don't know what happened. Anyway, the obviously you need both the lambdas. They go in the new downpipe and midsection. You'll also require the hangers from what looks like just one side of the rear box, and this hanger here as well. So I'm going to attempt to get these oxygen sensors out. If I can't, then I'm going to buy new ones, if I'm honest, but I'll see how I get on. You probably saw me attempting to get the ones out, the rear one out while it was on the car, and I was having any of it. But anyway, let's give it a go. Right, both oxygen, keep my lambdas, could be right. Anyway, both oxygen sensors out. You need this bit. I don't know, I'm always a bit with these exhausts. Like that doesn't even look like that will fit through that rubber bit, but apparently you just got to fling it out. Hang on. That's the exhaust all fitted. There's a few things to note if you're doing these. First of all, there's a bracket which comes, let me get my lights, which you bolt to the subframe, which I've bolted up and not even put for the hole. Right, I rectified that now, yeah, good grief. Anyway, this bracket bolts to the subframe. You then use the exhaust hanger, which would be over there. Crustiest TT ever. And then you obviously use the standard hanger over here. To be fair, it fits for an aftermarket exhaust, it fits really nicely. You have to cut a bit of heat shielding out here or whatever it is. I think it's actually aero shield, I don't know. And then obviously you probably saw me messing about. Oh, focus. Bolt the downpipe onto the turbo. Yeah, front lambda and rear lambda. This rear lambda goes in and then routes and goes in a little plastic box there. Right, I've fitted this intake. I'll be honest, I'm super impressed with all this stuff that comes in the kit, considering the price. Yeah, this is all custom, just for the TT Cup. As we said, I've just shown you the exhaust. Mass sets and bolts in there, and then there's just a small silicone hose which connects it to the inside of the turbo. Now, this car was worrying me slightly because it was running really rough when it didn't have the mass sensor plugged in, but I've just started it and it runs absolutely fine. Let's have a little start up, shall we? Just put your foot on the clutch, which is a bit tricky. Hang on. She's pretty loud. Lots of pops and bangs, but yeah, all okay. I'll plug it in and see what the codes are. Got a few lights on, but half of that will be driving down the road, I expect. Yeah. So that's it then. Hope you enjoyed that and found it useful. As I say, I'll try and make this a build series and try and do a couple of things over the course of the next few weeks. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. I see some comments already on the intro. Thanks very much. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much.